Yo, what's up, my goons, and welcome back to another episode of the Bate Escape Podcast. You know, the podcast dedicated to all things soul, sexuality, and goon culture. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Back. Took a little bit of a break because holiday and the new year. And 2025, we're off to a bang. There's a lot of shit that's happening in the world and is wild. Um, but I'm glad that you're here and listening to this podcast. And I hope this brings a little bit of peace in your life to hear me chat to different people about baiting and all kinds of fun shit. And today I'm really excited because I am speaking with a Tennessee Bator. Fun fact, Tennessee has been on my podcast before 2 years ago. And they're back. And Tennessee's podcast is the most highest listened to episode of my podcast. And I'm so glad that they're back. I love them. They have a really great perspective on masturbation culture, especially black baiting. They're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. They have a really fun, sexy Bator account. Go follow them at TennesseeBator. And yeah, we talk a lot of stuff in this episode. So check it out. Hope you love it. Thanks again for following. Um, I am doing well. I hope that you are doing well. Please follow me on all my socials. I got the YouTube, the Bate Escape, posting a bunch of videos there, trying to make that space more lively and poppin'. Yeah, and like, retweet, follow, share, subscribe, do all the things. I'm all over social media under BlueSky Bator. Go follow me on all that stuff and enjoy this episode. What's
I
going
tried to
on?
try to do it on my laptop, and my laptop is full of memory, i.e., porn, so it would not let me.
That's such a Bator problem to have.
It would
Like,
not let
oh,
me download the latest version of Zoom. I was ready at like one. I was ready at like 1:30 my time, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I need to. Whatever. I don't even. We're gonna get it worked out.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. I think like you got it. We're online and we're chatting and we're good.
I'm gonna prop this up if I'm on my phone.
Okay, that sounds good. Um it's been such a long time since we last spoke. I feel like it's been more than like want to say 2 years? Maybe a year? Maybe a year. 2 years.
The episode came out in 2021, correct?
Oh my god, so it definitely has been 2 years.
Yeah, the episode came out. But didn't we?
I should probably check the episode. All right, for those listening, I feel like I should give like a proper introduction to you, which I usually do save it, but I am speaking with Tennessee Bator, and I'm really excited to speak with them again because I've spoken with you once before, and to this day, it's the most heard episode of my podcast in the entire podcast.
Okay, listen. When you sent me that DM, I was like, I was shocked. Like that. So you can see the numbers and everything, correct?
Yeah, I see the analytics on the back end. So I see who's listening, where they're from, the age. Yeah, I have a lot of information.
It's crazy to think. Oh wow.
I know. And so like I was just so like, well, here's the thing, like as much as people were listening to it, I just don't know why. Of course, you're an amazing baiter, and I think you have
Thank
a
you.
really strong connection to your community. But I wasn't getting that feedback, and I was so interested to like get more feedback from people that were actually listening to it to say like, why was it so impactful? Like, why did you love listening to this person speak? And I feel like maybe I should have done like a questionnaire or something for that episode. I don't know what it was. You. It was you. People love you. People want to hear you speak, and they want to hear your POV.
Well, I'm glad they liked it. I never listened to it because I don't like the sound of my own voice.
The
So,
sound of your voice is just fine.
but I'm glad when you sent me that message, I was like, what? And I'm like, like I always say, everything I do is for Black Bators and Bators of color.
And I feel like that's probably the reason why that you were so dedicated to a message of community, especially with people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I really enjoy speaking with you, because you do have the direct point of view.
Yeah.
And I think you and I have like similar experiences.
Yeah, we
You're
do. We
Black,
do.
I'm Mexican.
Right.
They're vastly different, but I do
Yeah.
consider myself a person of color, and so
Yeah.
I certainly fall in that bucket. And so for me, representation will
It
always matter.
matters.
Always.
And
100%.
I know we're probably going to get into it. The way the Bator community has really grown over the last 3 years.
Mhm. It's blown up like so much. And I've had different conversations with different people, and some think it's good, some think it's. I think ultimately it's good. I just think people have issues with like how it's gotten so big.
Okay, so explain that. Explain the
Because I
negative
think,
side.
yeah, because I was having a conversation with Cocky Prince.
Love
The
him. Shout
yeah,
out.
shout out to Cocky Prince. And he was just like, yeah, that it's cool that people are like recognizing for what it is, but I think the problem is like, or the issue that he had was like the monetization from like people who are not part of the community, and like having kind of just using it as a way to like collect their coin. And like I think the issue was like people see these high prolific content creators gooning, and I put that in quotes, and then people who had never been exposed to that believe that for what it is, and then they're
Well,
sending like the
mhm.
incorrect message of what gooning is, essentially.
Also, we as authentic daters have to really take the time and also do the research. We know what's authentic and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same way that some of these air quotes straight baiters, or not straight baiters, straight content creators, queer bait.
Mm-hmm.
We have to realize what's real and what's fake.
Mm.
And it's kind of like like let's say you're on an app, you're on your Jack, your Grinder, your whatever.
Yeah.
If somebody hits you up and says they're a baiter, you have to ask the appropriate questions to really decide if they're. You can always, well, I don't know about you. I can always tell
if they're really about that life.
Yes, because if I ask you, bro, how many times do you bait in a week, or how many times do you bait a day? Well, if you give me like an answer that's, I don't think is, good, then I'm like, bro, you're not really a baiter.
Not up to your standards. You got some high standards.
I know everybody has real life shit
Sure.
on. Sure. But if you are a baiter and you say you only bait 1 or 2 times a week, bro, you're not a baiter.
Well, let me ask. Well, okay, so I'm gonna press you on that. So, do you think the frequency of how much a person baits defines their baiterness?
Oh, that's a good question. This is why you're the house of the most. Now you got my mind racing. I don't know.
Because I certainly think, like, going back to what you said before, like you can do your due diligence and like really question someone, and I do that too. And I think as baiters, there's certain keywords or there's certain things that we look at. Like I'll mention someone if they're just like, oh, I don't know who they are. Then it gives me an indication, like, oh, maybe they're not too familiar, or they just don't know the specific person.
Well, let me walk it.
More.
Let me walk it back. I guess I should say, if I'm gonna be with a beta bro, I would hope he would bait more than 2 times a week.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that fair?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's all to your liking. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, if I'm going to be with someone that baits, yeah, like, I would want them to tell me, like, yeah, I bait every day. I bait multiple times a day. This is what I do.
Or every other day.
Every other day seems like a good cadence.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I as a baiter, I bait every night. Like, I bait when I go to sleep. Like, if I don't during the day, if I'm too busy, I know that baiting will always knock me out. So it's like
I
a thing that I have to
I
do.
know we're probably gonna work our way to this, but like my boyfriend will randomly wake me up at 3 a.m. and be like, "I'm gonna milk your dick," and I'm like, "Okay, let's get it." Like,
I think that's sweet in theory, but I don't know if I could do that in practice. I'd be like, boy, I gotta wake up to work. You better leave me the fuck alone.
no, it's like, hey, I'm not gonna. I'm like, yes, let's get it.
Well, that's like an interesting turn of events because I feel like the last time that you and I spoke, you were living in Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
You are no longer in Tennessee.
No, sir.
You are moved somewhere else. And that's really exciting. How do you feel about that move?
I love it here so far. It's really amazing. My boyfriend and I are 2 years strong. He's also a beta. We met at a Black Beta retreat in 2018.
Okay, so you had already talked to this person when I last spoke with you.
Okay, so the timeline is weird. So I'm gonna give you the timeline.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the timeline. So let's just go back to 2017.
Okay.
I did not know that the beta community was a thing.
Okay.
I think we talked about this. Like, I always thought I was weird because I never really liked anal.
Right.
It didn't serve me. So when somebody told me about the beta community, I'm like, number one, what's a beta? I didn't know. I didn't know it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined Bait World. One of my friends named Drew, shout out to Drew, he's the leader of a Black beta group called Enrich the Brotherhood.
Okay.
He put me in this group. In January 2018, we had a Black beta retreat. It was like 20 guys, actually more than that, Black guys, frat style, everybody naked, the whole weekend. It was like a whole weekend ordeal.
Nice.
Just, everything bait related that you could ever want in your life. My boyfriend came on the last day of the retreat. We met. We bonded, not even over bait stuff, like over real life shit, talking about our careers, talking about all that good stuff,
Yeah.
We kept in contact. 2019, we didn't meet up. 2020, we know how that went for everybody. And we took a break from talking. Like, we did not talk, text, anything for a minute during the pandemic. So we picked it back up in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
He came to visit me. I came to visit him. 2022, he asked me to be his boyfriend.
Nice.
He's like, so when are you going to move down here with me to ATL? So from 2022, when he asked me, till all of 2023, I've been planning this move down here, and it's been really good.
Nice.
It's been really the best thing that's happened to me. So yeah.
I feel like that would be great because I feel like you went from a really small town to a really big metropolis city, right?
Yes, and the bait sessions have been popping almost every week down here.
Well, that's what I hear about Georgia.
It's lit. It's really good.
I've been wanting to go visit for so long. Milton Coach is out there, right?
Yes, he's in my area.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah, shout out to Milton Coach because he's an icon and a legend.
Shout out to him milking all those sweet boys.
Yes.
Well, no, that's great.
You need to come down here so he can milk you.
Yeah, I would let him do that again for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to go there. I definitely want to go. There's a lot of places I want to go to the Austin Jacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go to Texas for sure.
Yes.
I want to go to the NYC one.
Oh, me too.
I want to go to Chicago. Have you been to Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's so many stuff I want to check off my bait list.
There's so much stuff too, and now there's this thing that I was learning about. There's this guy that hosts beta groups in England. His name is Nick. If you're familiar with him.
Okay.
I just got word of it, and I invited him on my pod, and he said he would. So that's up and coming. But yeah, they're having this Zoom bait thing on this week, so I'm gonna join that. So I love knowing that the community is growing. There's more visibility, and that there's more places for people to go that are local and near them.
And you know what makes me happy is all the PLC baiters who are just doing the damn thing. No matter if they're on Bait World, X, or my bad, Twitter, a content creator or not, like just all the guys who do the thing. And you know, a lot of them don't even do it for the cloud or the content. They just do it because they love it.
Yeah. That's what like is really gives me pleasure. Because they're not trying to impress anybody, they're just like being themselves.
Like I've had people step into my DMs. You should create an OnlyFans. Number one, I'm not an OnlyFans dude. Like I love OnlyFans for like, you know, the people who do it and I subscribe.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like I would overthink everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't be fun. And I do it for the fun and the love of my body and the love of dick.
So I just recently like I have it. And then I like took a break because I was like, oh, I don't know if I should like do this.
Yeah.
And then I got back on because I was like, oh, maybe I could just make some money on the side. And then like I had this encounter with like this other content creator, and like after we were done, like I didn't feel good about it. Like I was just like, you know what? Like I think I had a really come to Jesus moment, and I was like, you know what? OnlyFans and like porn creation is not for me. Like it's too transactional.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, what did you not like about it?
I think it's just like I like as a person, like I have a really hard time differentiating or separating like my sexual energy from money. Mm-hmm. Like I know it comes really easy to others and it's great, mm-hmm. and it's definitely a line of work, and I support sex work, I support porn. Like I'll always help to fundraise and tip or whatever. But I think just for me, like it just got really muddy. Yeah. And it didn't sit well with me.
Well, that's good that you realized that, because it's not for everybody. And I feel like I agree with you. For me, I would probably be the same way. Because I love me some money, but it's like it's like we're in murky waters now, and I don't want to feel that way about Bate.
Yeah, and also too, like I'll be fully transparent. Like I wasn't making the money that I thought I'd be making. Like everyone talks about like making all this money, and it's just like, okay, it takes a particular person. It's usually some white boy that's making tons of money.
Yes. So money wise, not to cut you off, but money wise, like it wasn't worth it at all, or it was.
Not for me personally, no. But I think also too the problem was that I wasn't like advertising, you know, as some content creators do. But I think that made me feel bad. And so I wasn't doing it. And so I was like, okay, if I'm not pushing it, then I'm obviously not going to make money. So that's telling me something. Like I shouldn't do this anymore. It doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, because I love to promote stuff. Like if you would have did it, like if I would have, I think I saw the links, and I would always retweet your stuff because I think you're an amazing baiter, you're an amazing host, you do really amazing work for this community. So I always retweet your stuff and like it.
I love you. I think you're such a great supporter, and I love you, and I love just everything that you represent.
Like, I just have to give a shout out. I don't know if you probably know him because everybody knows him. Bate Bandit XL.
Okay, I've been trying to get him on my pod, but he won't respond.
Okay.
Well, he's really busy, but yes, I've reached out to him. He's great. I love him.
He is like, it's so many dudes that are literally doing the damn thing. Black Bate content creators. Mm-hmm. I just like, I do nothing but show love to these guys because, I mean, it costs us nothing. This world is already so divisive. It costs us nothing to show love to other, and especially other as a man of color, and you're a man of color, to show love. Because I know we talked about this last time. Black and POC baiters, and I'm really glad it's blown up since our last conversation 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. We really deserve our flowers because there's so many of us out there really doing the damn thing and putting in amazing work.
Yeah.
That I feel like they don't get highlighted and supported like they should.
Yeah. No, you totally.
And to me, that's very important.
Yeah, because it like, I think when you like retweet somebody or you like their stuff or you just you kind of you reach out via DM, like it's all just so supportive, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And sometimes like I'll be transparent, like sometimes I'll get jealous because like I'll see these people and they'll just have like big followings or like they're doing really big things for like other things and I'm just like like as much as I want to get my podcast to get as much attention and to like do other big things, um like if everyone wins, we all win.
yeah, and
So to change my perspective.
but also you're doing amazing work. Look at your podcast.
Mm.
There's only, I think, you and another guy. There are only like two Bator podcasts that I'm familiar with.
Is it the guy who's doing the Bate Mates app?
Yes.
Yeah. I reached out to him. He's gonna. Well, I won't spit the tea.
Excellent. But it's
yeah, but he's cool.
y'all are
Yeah.
the only two Bator podcasts that I'm aware of. It could be more. I'm sorry to the people who have Bator podcasts that I'm not aware of. No shade to anybody.
I think others exist, but they're not solely focused on masturbation. They're like focused on like pop culture and sexuality, but not.
Yeah. So you have to. I want you to take the time and give yourself your flowers because really, in a way, you're like the first PLC Bator with a podcast. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like I feel like I was the first one to kind of jump on the scene and talk about it and just be like,
and you're doing really. I don't know what the numbers are, but bro, you're doing good. Look at what you're doing.
You're totally right. No, I thank you for putting that into perspective.
And it's sometimes not even about the numbers. Look at the people you're helping, the men you're helping, and the people you're probably educating that don't even know what a Bator is. They stumble across your podcast. Now they can listen to all these different perspectives from men across the world, not just the U.S. So you should not be. Everybody has a different calling, and maybe OnlyFans was not your calling, but the podcast is. So you have to look at it from that point of view.
Oh, what a wonderful conversation. I definitely needed to talk to you today.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, everything is not for everybody.
You're totally right.
OnlyFans is not for you, but leading these conversations and educating and helping support Bators, not just Black Bators, or not just PLC Bators, but Bators across the world, that's your calling, and you should own that and be proud of that and say, this is my shit.
Yes, you're right. This is my shit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for saying that. No, I do appreciate your kind words. And I appreciate you for being so active and vocal and
listen, I don't really do much. I just like retweet a bunch of people and try to spread love. It costs nothing to do that.
No, you're right. You're totally right. And I think for the most part, I do. Yeah, I think I do. I think that's who I am. I'm very supportive, and I want people to like succeed. And I feel like if one succeeds in this space, and we all do, because it's all just like visibility.
That's true. That's so true, and that's the way it should be looked at.
I mean, yeah, it should be looked at.
Yeah.
All right, so well, tell me about the scene in your new neighborhood. Like, what are you beginning to get into trouble, get into some bait stuff?
It's been really good. So me and my boyfriend got put in a Black nudist bait group.
You got put into it voluntarily, or someone just put you in that?
Well, somebody sent us a link on Bait World, and we both joined. And he was like, I think you should join. Shout out to the leader. We're going to call him D.
Okay.
And the other week we went to a hotel bait party, 14 guys, from 11 to 2:30 a.m. It was nothing but penis bonding and nudity and freedom among Black men. It was really good. The scene down here is really, like, I haven't had a bad experience yet. It's been really good. It's been really positive and really good. And all about brotherhood and dick.
We love that. We always love brotherhood and dick.
Yes.
But outside of Bating, what's life like? Like, are you doing well? Like, with your
Yeah, it's
neighborhood? Do you love it?
like a
Wait, how long have you been living there?
4 months.
Yeah, so you're brand new, bro.
Yes, 4 months. The job is going good.
Great, love
The
that.
neighborhood is very quiet, but it's quiet, but it has that little touch of ATL that you want.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very peaceful. You can walk to like all these restaurants and stores,
That's
from
nice.
my apartment. So it's just very. It's a nice change of pace in the most positive way.
Do you miss Tennessee?
Fuck no.
Do you miss people in Tennessee?
I miss my family, some of my friends,
Yeah, yeah.
coworkers, stuff like that. But for the most part, the area of Tennessee I was in was very small. Um, it just was, it's a reason and a season and a time for everything.
Yeah,
And I think my time there had come to an end, and I needed this change of pace in my life.
absolutely. I fully support that 100%. Like,
Yeah,
people who live around me and they're just like friends and family who are just like, I gotta get out of here, like, I gotta move.
do it.
I'm just like, go, like,
Yeah,
go. And they're just like, you won't be sad. I'm just like, no, because I'm gonna probably text you and visit. Like, it's not a big fucking
yeah,
deal. Like,
right.
yeah. So I'm always just like supporting people to just get the fuck out of wherever they are and just try something new.
But also, at the end of the day, people have to realize we only have one life to live, and you don't want to look back on life with any regrets about anything. So,
Yeah, it's
if
true.
there are places you want to go and things you want to do, go do them. Because in those last moments, you're going to be thinking about it's going to be too late.
So that's what I want to do next year. So like this fall, like, I really want to plan out stuff I want to do next
Yeah.
year. And
So,
so
what's your,
a lot of that is going to like the different bait area. So like I
yeah.
want to go to definitely, so I was talking about like Texas. I want to go
Hmm.
to Colorado.
Yeah.
Probably go to NYC. So like if I go to these places, like I
Yeah.
want to just be there and like kind of just be like, where's the bait party at?
Do you have a list in your phone that you started?
No, but I will.
Yeah. Go to your note. Are you iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay, yeah. Go to the notes in your phone. You start you a list, a checklist
Yeah.
of things you want to do, and just go down your checklist. Or as you do them, check them off.
Yeah. Yeah, you're totally
Yeah,
right. And it shouldn't like and it'll be really fun like exercise and like how to do these things in like the most cost effective way and like just planning, like I love that shit. Like it gets me off.
yeah. And also, do you a bait list and do you a non-bait list? That way, if there's any sites or anything you want to see in these areas that you go, or any restaurants or anything that you want to try, you have your bait list and your non-bait list, and you can check everything off.
I used to be like so afraid of like traveling by myself, but now I'm just like, who like now I'm just like I want to travel by myself. Like I don't need anybody with me. Like I
Right.
think also too with age, I'm just like people annoy me.
No.
So I don't need a traveling buddy to like tell me
So
what to do. Like
how old are you?
me, I'm in mature. I'm in my mature 40s.
Okay. Yes, I'm 33, about to be 34 in a couple of weeks. And
Like 30s were fun.
yeah, and I just realized the other day I did something for the first time, and you're probably gonna laugh at me. And
Hmm.
I realized I've never done it. I've never gone anywhere and just had a meal by myself.
How'd
Because
you
I'm
feel
so
about that?
used. It was really nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah, I'm so used to being with people, but I'm
Hmm.
kind of like you now. It's like sometimes the little things people do annoy the shit out of me.
Shit. And I feel like it's just a weird feeling because it's like I love this person, like I think this person is great,
Yeah,
like I have fun with this person, but they'll say something and then it'll just totally ruin the entire experience. And now I have to sit there and pretend I'm having a great
yeah.
time. And it's not me being passive aggressive, it's just me being like, why did you have to say that? Now I have to
Or
like,
yeah, or if you're like me, you don't have a poker face, so you can automatically tell when I'm annoyed. And I try to not to show I'm annoyed, and it only
oh,
makes it worse.
it really does only make it work because then someone will inevitably be like, are you mad? And I'll be like,
Yes.
yes,
Fuck,
I
yes,
am. Like,
damn.
I'm fucking annoyed. Like, I just got this
Yes.
meal and you're acting stupid and now I have to finish this meal and
But
not
but
enjoy it.
but
God
you're
damn it.
so my boyfriend is 37, so he's what he calls he's in his uncle years. So you're maturely in your uncle years.
Oh, I'm a full-on dad at this point. Like, even if I
Yes.
try to deny the fact that I'm a dad, people constantly remind me and point it out. So I've learned to accept it.
So what are the
And
dad related
I,
things that you do?
I'm a cool dad.
So do you have to like be in bed at a certain time, or have your date over by a certain time, or
I'm very daddy. Like, I don't go out. Like, I don't frequent bars. I'm done with clubs. Like, I will be at home on this Friday night in my PJs, eating a snack, watching a scary movie. Like, that's very dad of me. And then also too, like when I'm interacting like socially or like sexually, I'm very much like Dom energy, like just daddy, like pay you for
that's it?
meals and
That's
you know,
sexy.
you'll pay in other ways. In with consent, of course.
Yes.
But like yeah, it's very
we
much
don't
a dad
need
role.
we don't need any Diddy stories, okay?
Oh my god. That whole thing is just so wild to me.
But yeah, you're a good dad.
Yeah, no, I am.
But it goes back to what you just said, like about the club and bar. You
Uh-huh.
step on somebody's shoes these days at a club and they're ready to like shoot you dead
And
over
I
the
think
smallest
I
thing.
think that's what I'm so upset about because like I maybe have traumatized myself where I'm like in bed watching these videos of like people getting punched and kicked and like
Yeah,
real people recording this like real life situations. I'm just like that gives me too much anxiety.
yeah. So
But also too like I I don't want to be that creepy older gay up in the club hitting on like these 20-year-old twinks and you're just being like go home grandpa. Not to say you can't like you can
yeah.
obviously do whatever you want at any age, but that's just I don't have
Well,
the energy for it anymore.
well, no. Here's the thing. So you go with your friend circle and you vibe with your friends and you let them hit on you if that's what you like.
Well, see, that's the older thing about getting older. Like your friend group diminishes. And I like it. Like I very much
Yeah,
like it. Like I'm
yeah.
very selective about the people that I spend my time with.
Correct.
You know, that's a process of getting older. Maybe
Right.
people have it got a better grip of it or understanding of it at a
Correct.
younger age, but I had to learn the hard way. And so now in my life, I'm just like, if
What about you?
I can't spend 10 minutes with you without being annoyed, then you're
Yeah.
not in my life. Like, I can't do it.
People, it's a reason and a season for everything, right?
Yeah, and I've learned to hold value in that. Like
Yeah.
one person cannot be your everything. Like you go to
Yeah.
different people for different needs, and
Oh, yeah.
they meet different aspects of your life, and I'm
Yeah.
totally fine with that.
Correct.
Yeah, life is life is interesting, but I think also
Yeah.
too like the salt and gray
But
like
she looks so
this.
good.
Oh, thank you. I'm just happy that I have the hair.
Yeah, it looks like I'm all about.
There's a lot of men my age that are balding at this point, and
Yeah.
I'm just like
Plus,
a lot of close friends, male friends are balding or like losing hair or like have some other
yeah, you
things.
still
And
have your hair and you have the beautiful. I'm all about men having body hair. That's such a turn on to me. Do not get me started.
what is it about body hair?
It's just I want to be that guy. Just like it's so masculine, but I mean it is. So
Yeah, there's
it's
something very masculine about body hair. Yeah.
it's to me it's very sexy. Like the
I th-
shaved twink look is not. Yeah, not for me.
that's another thing that is daddy about me, like just embracing everything that's daddy. Like I don't
Yeah.
trim or shave my body.
Oh, yes.
Like
Mhm.
I've gone through my second puberty. You know, there's like two puberties, right? So like there's one when you're a teenager and you're like kind of growing
Yeah.
into like a male and like da da da.
Mhm.
And the other one happens when like in your early 40s, like late 30s, where like
So tell me about this one, because
well, so like more hair starts to grow in places that didn't exist before,
that's so sexy. I'm ready for it.
which was interesting because I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they had hair there. And then it's a lot harder to like stabilize your weight
Yeah.
Like, you gain it and it's really more difficult to lose. Shit starts hurting.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be getting out of bed and be like, why the fuck does my back
Yeah. Yeah.
Your body's just like not the same. And then like there's certain foods that I can't. Who was I talking to about this? I was talking to, do you know Brother Bader?
Yes. I love him. Another one.
Yeah.
One of my
Yeah. We
yes.
were at a bait party. We went to a bait party Friday night. And we were talking about that. We were talking about foods and stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's certain foods that I just can't eat anymore. Like flaming hot Cheetos. Like I love that shit. I can't eat that
Oh
shit
my
now.
god.
That shit fucks me up.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very accurate. That's very accurate.
Things to look forward to as you get
Oh, right.
But how is it being with a beta boyfriend? I think that's like probably like the best case scenario for a beta.
Yes. So, in my little feeble Tennessee mind, I thought that all baiters dated other baiters. And I came down here and I quickly realized that was not the case at all. Because all the baiters that I know are in like open relationships or poly relationships, which, hey, that's fine. Whatever. But I just assumed. But what I quickly realized is most baiters, you have to have something in common besides just bait. Like it has to be a genuine connection there besides the love of bait.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know it's me and my boyfriend. There's BBXL Bait Bro, or Bait Bandit, and his boyfriend, Shark Master. And there may be like 2 or 3 other bait couples that I know of. But other than that, there are not that many. But it's working so perfect for us. We bait together with others, we bait separately with others, and we have that open, honest communication about it because we know it's just bait. It's not gonna go anything farther than just bait. So it's been very, very good. We don't have to discuss anything. There's no prep work, there's no douching, there's no cleaning out.
Yeah, right.
Because we don't do penetration, but it's been really good so far.
Oh, that's good. So like you haven't had like any like sit down conversations to be like, hey, we need to like outline or like kind of give guides to like the openness of your relationship, because you are open, right?
And so that's the tricky part. That's the big question mark.
Yeah,
Because
that's the yeah.
okay, because all we're doing is dating with others separately and together, but it's never. So we've had the conversation, but we haven't had the conversation. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, one of my beta bros told me, you always have to do what you have to do to protect your home and your relationship.
Mm.
And I took that and I ran with it because as long as we have that understanding, then as long as we're on the same page, then it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all relationships are different. So I feel like if you find a way to work it amongst the both of you, I mean, that's who the relationship with, or the 3 of you, or the 4th of you, however many people are in that relationship. Yeah, no, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Are you
How's your love life going?
Say what?
How's your love life going?
My love life. Still loving myself, which is great. My love life is weird. I think dating in LA is weird. It's just LA, and I've talked to a lot of people who are not from LA, and I've gotten the same like kind of consensus and reaction. It's just very hard to date in LA. Like people are just too good for it. People are just too busy for it. People are just not about it. And so often when I make moves or feel that I genuinely want to get to know someone a little bit deeper than just like a surface level, like it always kind of ends there. So that's kind of been my love life lately.
So would you ever date another baiter?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to date another baiter, and then it didn't go really well.
Okay.
I just don't think they were into me that way. Yeah, which I feel like is probably a whole different conversation. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah, we need to support more. Can we just, we're going to do a campaign, more better and better relationships. That's what we need.
I think visibility for sure. Visibility in relationships matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just being able to see it and to know that it can possibly happen. For example, when I was talking to Cocky Prince, do you know who his boyfriend is? Rai Rai Lust.
No, you have to send me his stuff.
Yeah, I'll send you his stuff. I interviewed them both separately.
Mm-hmm.
But they met online dating. And so they were together. I think they were talking or dating for about a year, and now they've like moved in together.
Yeah,
And they have
see,
like a full on Bader like they have like a little trouble going on. So they have like a really fun situation. But that's what I think is really fun to like see it. You
yeah,
know, like he's able to like showcase it, and people are able to follow
yeah.
along with it. That
But
was fun.
also, let me just speak to the power right quick of the Beta Brotherhood.
Uh-huh.
So my cousin moved down here with me to Tennessee. So it's my boyfriend, my cousin, and I, living in our apartment, 2 bedroom apartment, too bad. Everything's going perfect.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin is a bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been having these hookups from, the apps.
Mm-hmm.
So the other night, he invited a guy over, and the guy, fucked him, got his nut, took off the condom, and ran to the bathroom, cleaned up, and left.
Mm-hmm.
Made sure my cousin did not get his nut.
Mm-hmm.
I said that would never happen, I don't think, in the Beta Brotherhood community.
I
So
think
that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I just want to like the brotherhood aspect of this community and how we hold each other down.
mm,
That shit's really good.
mm-hmm.
Deserves to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, yes, I can see how that can happen to people who are into penetrative sex. Usually
Mm-hmm.
um there's very distinct roles. You know,
Yes.
you're either giving or you're receiving.
Yeah.
Um yeah, and so I think in the beta community we're much more inclined to help a fellow guy feel
Mm-hmm.
also good.
Yeah.
Even if the end result doesn't end with an actual ejaculation, like
Right.
you don't have to come to feel good or have sex.
Right.
But yeah, we're more inclined to like help each other out to be like, how are
Right.
you good? Are you good? Because
Yeah.
I'm
I like.
good.
Yeah. Let's say we having a session and one of us goes first.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure I do everything in my power to make sure you also get yours because I want you to come back over. It's also my thing. It's part of being a good date host.
Yeah,
You're
you know what?
hosting.
You're right. Yeah,
You want people to feel comfortable in your home, because sometimes these meetups, can be kind of awkward until you know. So it's
yeah,
making
you're
people
right. And it's so
feel
funny though,
comfortable.
you're totally right. Because I feel like when I'm interacting with another baiter, like I'm much more inclined to um make them feel as welcome and as safe as
Mm-hmm.
possible. Like I'm very
Yes.
like, what do you need? Like I could put on whatever and we can do whatever. Um, because I do have penetrative sex also.
Yeah.
So when I do engage in that, that's more like get
So I'm
get
gonna
get the nut in that.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna give, and this is not mine. I'm gonna give all credit to Bate Bandit XL Bro.
Uh-huh.
This is something I just heard him say on a podcast.
Uh-huh.
When you have, and I'm gonna start implementing this because I thought it was a genius idea. When you have your next bake session, ask for the person's name, ask for the person's bait do. That's something that you have my permission to do this. You have my permission to do that.
Mm.
And then ask for a bait don't.
Mm.
Because, I don't know how many black baiters but a lot of black baiters don't like the word cock. I
Mm.
personally don't like the word cock. So if you be like, touch my cock, bro, I'm gonna be like, okay, my dick is so soft right now. I can no
Wait,
longer.
why don't you like the word cock?
I think it has to do with, and I know this is the case for most black baiters.
Uh-huh.
It's something about when you hear, okay, most black guys say dick or dong or, something like that. When
penis.
you hear, thank you. When you hear a white guy say that big black, it's just a turn off. I think that's the case for most black players.
This is just fetishy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I said I'm going to start implementing name, they do, and they don't. I thought that was perfect because all guys all guys may not want their nipples touched or played with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All guys may not be in the man sense.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys. No, you're totally right. I think that's actually a really great idea. And I think when I do interact with baiters, like I'm very much forward about like, hey, what is it that you like? And I get those questions too. So it's an opportunity for me to be like, I'm into this, I'm not into that.
I feel like I always ask those questions ahead of time because some baiters like who like don't want you to shower. They want to smell the natural buzz. And then some, you better shower with because So we now know BC Bator wants you to shower before you come.
I mean,
So boys, young men, you better be showered up because Daddy's gonna throw you in the shower and do it himself.
Well, excuse me. Oh my god, it's like too much weed and poppers. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, inevitably, like, I'll share that information. And it's not that I want you to, like, come over full of cologne. That's another turn off, too. But, like, just rinse. Rinse your body. Like, you don't even have to use any soap. But just, like, rinse down and, like, be fresh.
To me, that's common sense, unless we talk about
something. No, there's a lot of people who don't have common sense.
I know.
And trust me, I've had bros come over and I'd be like, oh, I smell you. I don't bring it up to their attention. Like, I don't want to make it awkward. So I'm just like, you know what would be really sexy? Let's go in the shower. Let's be in the shower. Don't you want to be in the shower?
You're being a daddy. You're being a daddy.
That's me being very daddy. And then, inevitably when I go in there, I'll start to bathe them, and that's very daddy of me. Yeah.
That's a turn on.
Yeah, I think it's very sexy. Like if I'm with someone and I want to shower you, I'm gonna be like, let me get this soap, but let me bend you over a little bit. Let me get all the nooks and crannies.
So let's just say this: any young men in LA that are baiters, if you want to do a mind fuck on BC Bator, come over with a little mask on, and then have Daddy take you to the shack. I hope this never happens for you because they're gonna be like, I listen to your podcast with Tennessee Bator.
I said you like musky ass.
Yeah. They're gonna be
like, I was like, you did not hear that interview, right? That was not what was implied.
So young man, when you're coming over with BC Bator,
don't you like it in the shower though? You're not a shower person?
Actually, I am, but I'm with my boyfriend.
Yeah, like it's fun to get naked in the shower and like kiss and like have the water drip all over you. That's sexy.
Because we'll actually sit down in the shower and water will be going everywhere.
Okay, so this is a dream of mine. Like when I finally get my home, it's gonna happen, or studio or wherever I'm gonna own a place. I'm gonna have like a bench built into my shower. So I can sit there and bait while this like water is like running.
I have a question. Are you gonna have a bait room?
Yeah, I definitely want to have like a room that's just like all like cushion and a big TV. Yeah, I definitely want to set up a space.
Okay, one more question. Do you ever want kids?
I wouldn't like personally make that happen for myself. However, I'm very open to someone that already has children. I'm open to that. But I wouldn't like if I got into a relationship with someone that didn't have kids and I feel like somewhere along the line they would, it would be like a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But I feel like that conversation would happen way before we even like into the relationship. Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend go back and forth on whether we want kids, but then we're like, but if we have kids, how are we gonna do our date? How are we gonna do our
it? It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I asked that.
I think I'm too selfish. Like I'm just like
Plus, the kids are starting a lot these days.
They are a lot. Like I was like walking. Where was it? I was with Brother Beta the other day. We were walking past children. We were both like, ugh. Like children are so weird. Like especially the children that can speak and like walk around and like I don't know. No, I don't see
Yes.
children in the
Oh,
future.
now you have put a thing in my mind. I need a bench in my shower. Oh.
Yeah, or you can actually just get. I don't have like I don't have the shower that can. I have like a tub shower.
Yeah.
I would love to get like just like a leveled shower, and then you could like
Yeah.
bring in like a plastic chair or like some
Yes.
kind of like sit
Yes.
down contraption that you can use.
Me and my boyfriend had bait shower sessions all the time, and
It's
it's
so
we
much fun.
actually really sit down in the shower and just like let the water run and there's no cleanup because you're already in the shower. Just let it rinse
Exactly.
off of it.
That's right. Wait, do you
Yes.
like other water? Like, do you like pools? Do you like beaches? I love a good like private pool. Like
Yeah.
if someone has a home and they have a pool, oh, I'm all for that.
Yes. Ooh, yes. That's really sexy. We're so baiters. We're such baiters.
Well,
Right
I'm
now,
such an exhibitionist. Are you an
yeah.
exhibitionist?
I feel like I'm getting that way now. Now that I've moved down here, I feel like it's unlocked everything in me. Like I feel like I've
Yeah.
never been more sexually liberated than I am.
Maybe you
And
are a nudie. Do you know what a nudie is?
me and my boyfriend are entering our nudie era.
Yeah.
We have a sign on the door that says "not" because we may be naked.
See?
So yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. Like if I'm at a pool party, if I get invited to a pool party, my first question is who's all
is
going
it
to be
nerd?
there?
Yeah.
No, who's all going to be there because I need to know. Because
Uh-huh.
there's certain people that I don't fuck with.
And
And
some people you don't want seeing you naked, right? Or do you give a fuck about that?
say again?
Some people you may not want to see you naked, or do you not give a
Oh,
fuck about that?
I don't care who sees me naked. At this point, I'm just like, this is my body. This is what the fuck it is. This is what I'm giving. It's giving body.
Yes,
It's giving hairy dad bod.
I love it.
Um, but my second question will always be: is the clothing optional?
Yeah.
And inevitably,
Oh,
it'll be yes, and I'll be the first one to be naked. That's why I consider myself a nudie because I'm the first one naked at the pool party.
oh, I love that. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
starting
care. I
into
don't
this.
care. I don't care. Like, why do I? There was this person that I follow. She's kind of an influencer. And she's was talking about how like being shamed of your body is colonizer mentality, and how like we as people of color have been raised to be ashamed of our ethnic bodies, whatever they are, because ethnic bodies are different. Like they're
Yeah,
colorful, they're hairier, they're like
yeah,
more, they're fuller in a lot of
mhm.
ways. And she was just going off and off, and I was like, "Damn, sis, go off." Because she was like, "I'm
Yes.
not. Who am I hiding my body for? Not you. Not certainly not myself."
Um, I, my boyfriend's literally in the bath. You have to say, my boyfriend's literally in the bathroom right now, just chilling. I told him do not make any noise while we are doing the podcast because he's a
That's
scream.
nice.
He's a loud man. Oh my
I'm a
god,
loud man too.
he's literally shouting from the bathroom, saying saying that he's not a loud man. He says he's not. He's literally shouting from the bathroom, "Baby, we love you." Are you a loud man too? Also,
Say again.
are you a loud man? Also, like a loud? Are you?
I feel like I was. Yeah, I'm just like never like I'm just a loud guy. I'm a big guy. Like
Yeah.
I'm just a big person. So like I'll bump into shit and I'll just be like, I don't know, like I'll just be like, and I talk to myself a lot, so I'll just be like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
I
Like
do too.
I'll yell at the TV or like I'm just like really obnoxious about it. I try
I'll
not to be though.
randomly not. I'll randomly not even be pissed off, and I'll just say I'm pissed off for no reason at all. I don't know. Sometimes there was a fly going around the room last night. And it was really pissing me off, like the most minute shit.
No, because you could hear it. Like I remember once, like
Yes,
in the summer, like this fucking mosquito would be like buzzing in my ear, and I'd be like, I need to kill
that is the
you.
worst.
I need to murder this fucking mosquito.
And my boyfriend's like, I need you to calm down. He's like, baby, he's the most gentle, sensitive soul ever. I'm the angry one, and he's like the most calm. He's calm, but he's loud. He's the most calm.
I love calm people because I'm
Yes.
not calm myself. Like I give a lot of anxious energy, and so when I'm able to like attune to someone that's much more calm and
I
gentler to me, it feels really good.
have a lot of OCD energy, and
Okay.
I'm a planner. So when shit doesn't go according to my plan, it kind of like, and I feel like I've gotten really good about that since I've moved down here and living with 2 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit that I used to would not let slide, I've been letting shit slide. Like but it's just, it's nothing big. It's all like, because everybody doesn't pick up stuff the same way. Everybody doesn't. Yeah. So it's like little stuff that like will normally trigger my OCD. I'm like, you're doing good, kid. You're maturing.
That's good. That's like that's a really great sign of personal growth.
Yeah, because I'm an only child. But I'm not an only child. I'm not gonna get into that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always just been me. So living with 2 other people is like, okay, I realize everybody doesn't do stuff the same way.
Yeah.
So it is.
I feel like I love living by myself.
Yeah.
And so I feel like maybe that could be like a condition of a relationship if I ever get into one. It'd be like the condition of our relationship is that we never live together.
That's what Whoopi Goldberg says. She says, you have your place, I have mine, and Whoopi says, I don't like anybody living in my house. So you're on your Whoopi daddy era.
I am definitely right, because I could just be like, I get mine, like I have enough time, and then you get to go. You get to leave. You gotta go.
And then maybe y'all do like a date night, or you cook, or he cooks, or whatever the case may be.
Well, shit, that'd be nice. Introduce me to the person that wants to cook, because there's people don't do that shit to me in LA.
Yeah, like
whatever happened to fucking dating? Like it just boggles my mind. Like when you're dating, don't people like take you places and like make shit for you and like buy things for you? Like, no, why is no one doing that for me?
Me and my boyfriend just had a very long weekend of like dance. He's a dancer in like a dance company.
Oh, nice.
And they had a performance week all last week.
Mm-hmm.
But the performance started on like Friday to Sunday. So he randomly just brought me home for hours Saturday night. He was like, baby, I know I haven't been spending that much time. I just been working and some nice candy and flowers and a card.
Damn, that is a good man.
That's a good man.
It is, because people don't.
And I almost cried because he's really
I would cry. Hell yeah, I would cry for someone to be so thoughtful, to be like, someone that understands that they've been really busy and there's someone that's like waiting to like love on them.
I'm gonna tell you, like I tell all my beta bros, so your beta is coming. It's gonna come when you not even look for it. Like you're not gonna be, because I wasn't looking for my boyfriend when we met. I was just there to,
You're like too neurodivergent to pick up on those clues. Like that shit will just pass me by. Like flirting does not. I don't understand flirting. Like it doesn't. You have to be extreme.
Okay, girl.
You have to be extremely direct with me to be like, I'm feeling you. Like we should go out, and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Once again, if anybody's listening to this podcast, it's in the LA all surrounding areas. If you want to get with BlueSky Bator, you have to be like, look, man, I'm going to get your greasy dick in my hands and I'm going to take you out for a date. That's how you have to do it.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. You have to be like extremely, extremely forward. Because if you offer to buy me a drink at the bar, I'm just going to take the drink and be like, thank you, gotta go.
But that's their sign that they're flirting with you.
Yeah, see, that shit just like passes me by.
I understand. I get it.
I'm just like, oh, cool, great. You're buying me a drink. That's really nice.
So, okay, next time, keep this in mind. Next time somebody buys you a drink at the bar, you ask for their name. You strike up a conversation.
That'll probably never happen because I haven't been to the bar in forever.
Ask them they know what like fraud is, and you just go from there. If they don't know what a fraud is, no, just give me my drink and fucking go. Okay?
You don't do get about me.
And you go Mariah Carey. I don't know her, and you keep it pushing.
Are you excited for a Mariah Christmas?
Yeah, she's coming here. And are you Mariah Carey?
I love Mariah Carey. I grew up with Mariah Carey. I grew up with 90s R&B Mariah Carey, yes. I'm a big fan.
She's coming here to ATL. I've been trying to tell my boyfriend who's in the other room, who should be listening, that I want tickets to go see Mother.
You better keep dropping those hints. He sounds like the kind of guy that's going to surprise you.
He knows. Mariah is Baby, I even love Glitter, okay? The soundtrack, not the movie. Let's make
I
it.
think the soundtrack was great.
The soundtrack is amazing.
I hear him.
Baby, BlueSky says he can hear you shouting from the bathroom. What are you saying?
He's gonna take you to a Mariah Carey concert, is what he's saying.
He's talking about Glitter. I love the soundtrack. The
soundtrack is really great. No, the soundtrack is really great.
I think I only watched the movie once when it came out. I'm gonna have to. I keep telling my boyfriend and cousin, we're gonna have to do like a wine and like drink night and watch it again and just get drunk and not care.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
Also, can I just say this? Caution was one of the best albums of whatever year it came out in, and I hate that it did not get the flowers it deserved.
I like Caution. Is that one? It was like a blue cover.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool. She tried. It was so new. It was so different for her sound. Like she was working with like new producers. Yes. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, I love me some Mariah. She's like my go-to. And in my mind, Whitney should still be here. They should used to be doing TikToks in my head. Like,
yeah, I feel like Whitney's like never gone. I feel like she's just taking a break from music.
Yeah. Because I know Whitney would have loved TikTok.
Oh, I feel like Whitney would have been all over that shit.
Yeah.
Like just 100, keeping it real.
Yeah. I'm a 90s baby to the core. Don't get me started.
That'll turn the party. Like if I go to like any kind of party or bar, like I want to hear 90s hip hop R&B. Like that's when I know that's a good party.
So mine is like broken into like sections. So I have like the 90s R&B and rap, the 90s pop.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have because I was born in 1990. So then we have the early 2000s, everything that includes that. So we have like the white girl bops, like the Hillary Duff, the Britney Spears, that type of shit.
I love that you call it the white girl pops.
Yeah, the white girl bops.
Yeah, I do know.
We were like, I was like 12 when they came out, like, you know, a little JoJo or somebody. A little Jessica Simpson. Now that I'm
oh my god, yes.
With you. Okay, anyway. Is the real you a Levi's girl? Wait, how did it go?
Remember all those like remember all the Pepsi commercials and it was like Beyonce and Destiny's Child.
And little Ashley Simpson while we're at it, The Pieces of Me. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was a great album. I actually really enjoyed that album. Well, it's the holiday season. I'm recording this now, but not unsure when this will be released. But what are your plans for the holidays? Halloween, Thanksgiving, and December. Do you like to celebrate? Which one's your favorite?
Definitely Christmas. I'm a Christmas type of guy.
Yeah.
It's our first Christmas in ATL, so we're gonna decorate the place. I want my parents to come down from Tennessee. My cousin's parents are gonna come down from Tennessee.
That sounds fun.
Hopefully my boyfriend's mom and I, because my boyfriend's from ATL.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a big family, and they're really sweet. Like I love all of them. So like all of them that I met, or his sister and everybody is amazing. So I hope they can, whatever we choose to do, as long as everybody's together. To me, it's not about the presents because everybody's grown. They can buy their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we're together and having good food and good memories, that's to me what the holidays are about.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I feel like it's really exciting to spend like the first Christmas in your new place. I think you should definitely do it up.
Plus, I do not want to go back home. What are your plans?
The holidays are weird. I feel like I probably like Halloween the most.
Okay.
I've just always been half-assed with Halloween because I think I grew up really religious, and so it was something that was always bypassed. Like it was always not celebrated. But as an adult now, I'm just like, no, I actually like Halloween. It's festive, it's fun, it's spooky.
Do you have your costume picked out already? Costume.
Well, here's the thing with like Halloween. As much as I love it, like I'm not a person to get dressed up in a costume.
Because you're not going out.
Well, because it's very daddy of me. Because I'm just like, why am I going to waste money on this one outfit for one night when I'm never going to wear it again? See, that's very dad.
So you probably just cook a bunch of snacks and just watch scary movies? Because that sounds like.
Well, I do that thing. So, like for me, like October is like spooky season all month long. So I'll just watch scary movies the entire month. Like I'll watch scary shows, listen to like scary podcasts, and like just feel very scary.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, it's fun. And then Thanksgiving is cool. I just like it. I think I like more the holidays because it's more food and like
Yeah.
desserts.
Yeah.
Desserts are my
Okay.
shit.
Yes. What's your go-to dessert?
I mean, definitely pumpkin pie for sure.
Okay.
Like I love a good pumpkin pie. I love a good pumpkin cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Um,
Cheesecake. Yeah.
just like any kind of dessert that's offered. Like I love like pears. Like my aunt used to do these really good
Oh,
pears. Um, like a creme brulee. Like all of that shit. That shit's
that
up.
sounds so.
I have the biggest sweet tooth. It's pretty gross.
That sounds really good. It really does. Mm.
I'll have a Bator Thanksgiving. I want to like eat a piece of pie while I'm masturbating. I think that's my goal.
Oh, and you have a beta bro over while you do it?
Yes. I also want to do one with pizza. Like I want to eat pizza as I'm masturbating. I feel like I want to do like a food series of just me eating random foods as I masturbate. Just
Were you ever,
multitasking.
were you ever in the Bait World Great Bait Out thing? Have you done that yet?
No, 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 no. I was asked to participate, but I never did it.
I
It's
want
okay.
my yeah. I want my videos to be really quality and I think yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work. I feel like the times I've been asked, I've just been like busy with other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I want to thank you for taking the time out and chatting with me.
Of
Again,
course. Of
I
course.
lots
Anytime.
lots of new stuff is happening in your life, and I'm so excited that things are really great for you right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. Keep doing the work that you're doing. Stop being
Thank
so
you.
hard on yourself.
Thank you. I will try.
Realize your areas of strength and keep going and because what you're doing is helping so many people.
I think so too. I
Stop being
like
hard
it.
on yourself.
It's fun for me. Like I feel like chatting with you. Like I'm just talkative. So like for me to
Me too.
like be able to like talk and like I think it's like a again I want to make this a full time job. Hey, where can people find you on social media and like learn more about you?
Okay, they can find me TennesseeBator on Twitter. Just send me a DM if you want to chat because I'm always down to talk all things dick related.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you know how to carry on a conversation.
Yes.
People, please. That's it.
Yeah. Like
Like
say
one word,
hi and like
the
be
one word.
cool.
No, no, it's just the one word answers, or nobody wants that.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
you're right. Like have a conversation, like get to know somebody. I think that's definitely the goal.
And I'm always saying, if anybody's an ATL, they want to baby me and my baby, they can.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And when
There
you
you
come,
go.
when you come, you better let me know.
I'm definitely gonna hit everybody I know. That's the goal. Like if I travel anywhere, I'm hitting up everybody who's there.
Yes.
Or I'll
And
just post it somewhere and be like, I'm here, like hang out,
yeah.
let's do this.
And I want you to start your two list. Your.
Oh, my visit list of where I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'll start it and then I'll share it with you and I'll tell you all the places I'm gonna go to.
Yes. Yes. So thank you so much for having me on once again.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for all the work that you do and
Yes.
thank you for being part of the community.
Thanks.
And thank you for your sexy ex. Just if you're gonna go to Tennessee's Bator's ex, it's not safe for work.
Yes, it's really not.
It's really
Like,
not.
like
So
dicks, asses, pubes.
that's the best part.
Um, right. I support all baiters. All baiters matter. But
That's
Black
right.
Part Matters also. Oh yeah, Black Part Matters is my bait world username.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll put that all in the links
Yes.
for this episode so people can follow you and learn more about you.
Thank you so
Um
much.
thank you all
You
for
have,
listening.
you have to get my boyfriend on eventually, sometime.
Yeah, I would love that. It'd be really fun to talk to and get his perspective on baiting.
Yes. Thank you.
For everyone who's listening, thanks so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. These podcasts come out every 2 weeks with lots of different people talking about the wonders and the joy of masturbation. So thanks for listening. I am your host, Beastly Bator. You can find me on all socials under that name. And thanks again to my guest today, Tennessee Bator.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye. Yo, what's up, Goons? I hope that you loved listening to this episode of the Bate Escape Podcast. I love Tennessee Bator. They're funny as fuck. They're so cool to talk to. I'm really happy that he's doing well with all the different changes in his life, and he seems to be in a really great space, and I love that. I love people who are, you know, having the best time of their life and doing all the stuff that makes him happy and just loving life. I'm so happy that he's doing well. Go follow them on X, and also Blue Sky, both under Tennessee Bator, and get to know them. Send them a DM, say hello. Thanks again for listening to this podcast episode. I'm BC Bator. You can follow all my socials under that handle. And hope you're well and that you are loving 2025 and that it's being good to you. All right. And I will see you on the next episode in 2 weeks. See ya.